I want to have a job in something I love doing. I want to have fun and meet new people. I want to be social. ICB has so many cool things they offer for me and their students. With the amount of stuff you learn at ICB, there's no way you won't succeed. You'll learn how to do a voiceover, how to use camera equipment, actual hands-on. You can even host your own country radio show. All of our teachers actually work in the industry too. Go to beonair.com/country and register for your chance to win a pair of country.
ChicagoLandSportsRadio.com. Chris Labasco here with you. Alongside of me, Bob Lindsay, as we get ready for the MACA Silver Championship game between Marquette and RMU Peoria. We are here at the Owen Center in Peoria, Illinois, as we get ready for this one. Looks to be a good one here tonight, Bob, or today.
Today, yeah.
As, an afternoon start is what we're slated for. Marquette, the number 1 seed, going against the number 2 seed in RMU Peoria.
Well, I guess you couldn't have it any better than that, the 1 against the 2 seed in the final game. And Marquette yesterday, showing some strength in a decisive victory, 7-3 yesterday over Nebraska, and a decisive victory for Robert Morris, University Peoria as well. So both these teams showing a lot of strength offensively. So we definitely predict a tight game here.
Right, a 5-0 win for RMU Peoria as they had the shutout for their goaltender and Cameron Herron, as he had himself a pretty good game. Didn't see a whole lot of shots, though. His team did a really good job of limiting the number of offensive opportunities in the game yesterday, so against Missouri State. So a really good job for them. And for RMU Peoria, this game has a little bit of the pride on the line too, because they just missed out on making it to the regionals, as they were not ranked high enough to get in for that. So this game really is the final game of their season. So a lot riding on it for them in this one.
Yeah, and interesting that we were talking about earlier that the quarterfinals were all close games, and a couple of even overtime games in the quarterfinals on Friday. I know Chris here had a marathon, 4 games back-to-back without any rest, I believe. And, so tonight, interesting that the semifinals weren't as close, but I certainly don't see that in the final here today, as both teams are going to be ready, raring and ready to go to win this tournament.
Well, if it's anything to say from their previous matchups, they did play each other 2 times earlier in the year. They played at Marquette for those games. It was a 4-3 win for Marquette in the first one on their Friday matchup, and then a 7-3 win on the Saturday game for Marquette. So Marquette winning the 2 games so far, but this is a chance for RMU Peoria to get a little bit of revenge. And since like the end of November, RMU Peoria hasn't lost a game. And when you look at it on the Marquette side, the second half of their season as well, they haven't lost a game either. So somebody in the second half of the season is going to have to lose one here.
Right. Yeah, that's pretty remarkable that they've had that type of play or streak in the second half of the season. I was just talking to the Marquette coach, and I predicted to you yesterday that Marquette, not a bold prediction that Marquette was going to take that game yesterday against Nebraska. The Marquette coaches were just talking about how good Nebraska got in the second half of the season. Because in that tournament that we were at in Highland Park, Nebraska didn't even win a game.
And that was in the second half of the season, but that was early on in the second half of the season. They didn't get to the championship game. Like you said, I think they were in the last place game in that one, and Marquette was in the championship game. They played Notre Dame in that one, and they won that tournament of Northwesterns. And I think Marquette has gotten better since that tournament as well. Not that they played bad in that tournament. They're a very good team. I mean, they're ranked. They have an automatic bid to nationals for a reason. So, I mean, this is a very good team in Marquette. They still get to go to regionals and, try to get as high, high of a spot as possible. But, I mean, they're a very good team. And the rankings show and their seeding shows is they're the number 1 overall seed here in the Silver Division for a reason.
Yeah, and I think we can expect a lot from, I didn't see the first 2 games, but Switch, as they call him, Tyler Switchenberg is one of their top players, and I certainly expect to see a great game from him tonight. And on the Robert Morris side, I'm not too. What do you expect from them? Who are some of the better guys?
Well, the guy who's really sort of turned it on, Bernecki is one, but Sam Milligan is probably their best player. He's a defenseman, but he carries the puck up a lot, ice a lot. Excuse me for my terrible use of the English language, but he is a very good player for this team. He's actually a forward normally, but they've moved him to defense because they needed that help on the back end. And it's a move that's really helped him because he is a very solid defensive player, very fast, very quick, and a big body. So it's really hard on some of the forwards when they have to deal with him. And then he has the ability, like he did yesterday, he can skate all the way down ice, take the puck coast to coast and score. He did that a couple of times in this tournament. And yesterday he did it as well.
Wow.
I mean, he's a guy that you really, he's a matchup nightmare because of his size and his speed. And he has some offensive moves too. So he's a guy you really have to be careful for. If you don't pay attention, he's going to be skating past you. But one thing for Marquette is that's something they can take advantage of when you have a offensive or a defensive player who's that aggressive. That sometimes can leave the back end open if the rotation isn't there for the forwards. That you can take advantage of that if you are Marquette.
Yeah, I mean, that's pretty remarkable what you just said, that he's able to do some of these coast-to-coast moves, against this level of competition. It's not an easy thing to do, to go coast-to-coast at any level, and just to do it against your peers is pretty remarkable. So I certainly expect to see a lot from Bernecki tonight, as Chris was just saying.
Yeah, you mean Milligan. Bernecki too, though.
Bernecki.
But for Milligan,
I mean,
you think about it this way too. He's a guy who's a defenseman and he has over 30 points. That's what your forwards are usually having. Your good forward will have over 30 points. He's a defenseman and he has over 30.
Yeah, that's pretty incredible. That's at
so,
least a point a game.
Yeah, exactly. And he probably has more than that. The stats that I had weren't exactly updated completely, so he probably has more than that already. But still, that tells you a lot about what he can do as an offensive player. Doesn't show you as much of what he can do defensively, but there's a reason they moved him to defense, and that's because he is so solid as a defensive player. So really a two-way player.
Right. Yeah, you definitely, that's an asset to any team. You don't find many players with that kind of versatility. So certainly if you can find one, that's going to be a big help to your team. So we just got a little over 2 minutes here, Chris, in the warm-ups, and then we're going to, or the Zamboni should come out one more time.
Well, they haven't been the Zamboni has not been going out after warm-ups.
Okay.
So I don't believe they're going to have that happen here.
2 minutes until hockey time, until game time. Good.
Exactly. We get to start a little bit earlier than normal. They'll have a national anthem, which we'll pause for when that happens. But when you look at it here, for Marquette, we talked so much about Sam Milligan and his scoring ability. The beauty for Marquette is they have a lot of guys that can get onto the stat sheet. I mean, when you got Tyler Switchenberg, who has over 52 points, but he's not the only one who has a lot of points on this team. Corey Quinn is a guy in this tournament. Not that he doesn't have a lot of points. 40 points for Stillman. Stillman's been really good in this tournament for Marquette, getting them a lot of opportunity, getting a lot of goals and some assists as well. So he's a guy who's been playing well. And really, for Marquette, top to bottom, they have guys that can score.
Yeah, and I remember Stillman in the tournament in Highland Park over Martin Luther King weekend, and he's a tall guy, and he can skate.
Yeah.
He can move really fast for a big guy. But having that kind of size definitely helps in the corners and going for those loose pucks. And like you said, Switchenberg and Corey Quinn are prolific scorers as well. So we'll see. It's going to be a challenge for Robert Morris to stop that line. But we'll see what they can do, what kind of defense they can pull out against those guys. That's going to be tough.
Right, and this is a team, too, in Marquette. They really don't take a lot of penalties either. When you look at their penalty minute totals, it's not very high. And it's the same thing for the RMU Peoria side. Both teams really do a good job of staying out of the box. So we could have a lot. This could be a quick game, but it's going to be a good game. I'm almost positive.
Yeah, and just to point out a statistic, what you just said about the penalties, according to what I'm looking at, no one on the Marquette even averages over a minute per game. So that's, saying one penalty every 2 games, which is pretty remarkable for the guy who has the most penalty minutes.
Yeah, right, exactly. They are definitely a team more worried about what they do offensively. And when we look at it here, too, one of the big things is going to be for RMU Peoria is puck possession time. Marquette is so good at holding on to that puck, even in their own end at times, if they have to, that it's really difficult for teams to have anything going offensively because they don't have the puck.
Right, and yeah, definitely without the puck, as we know, it's tough to win in this game. That's stating the obvious, but yeah, Marquette very, very good at controlling the puck, and a lot of that is due to that strong first line we were talking about.
Yeah.
Switch, Quinn, and Stillman. I assume those guys will be together tonight.
Well, we're going to have National Anthem here in just a moment, so we'll read off starters for you, and then we'll step aside for that. We'll start off first on the side of the away team for this game. It's funny, this is RMU Peoria's home, but they're the away team, and they're wearing the white jerseys here today. You have Cameron Bernecki, Dylan Durham, Eric Ostrovics, Jacob Schweeder, and Sam Milligan. Those are your starters for the forwards and the defense. And then in goal, you have Cameron Herron for Marquette. You have Matthew Poley, Mitchell Elena, David Fabris, Christopher Morrow, and Brendan Natwara. Those are your skaters for the game. And then Thomas Place will be starting off in goal for this one. That's the thing, too, for Marquette. They have 2 really good goalies, as RMU Peoria just came out of their little huddle around the goal. So we will step aside here as they get ready to play the national anthem here in just a moment here on ChicagolandSportsRadio.com. Back here on ChicagolandSportsRadio.com here at the Owens Center in Peoria, Illinois. Chris Labasco here with you. Alongside of me is Bob Lindsay as we get ready here for this championship game in the Maca Silver. That's the Mid-American Collegiate Association here in the ACHA as we get ready for this championship game. Marquette versus RMU Peoria. Marquette wearing their blue jerseys with the yellow numbers on the back as they go right to left, left to right. RMU Peoria in their whites with the maroon numbers on the back as they go left to right. As the face-off here to start it off, won by Marquette over to the near side towards Fabris as he dumps this one down into the left wing corner. Comes over to the far half boards where it's to Ostrovics as this one goes over to the left wing half boards. Player goes down to the ice. Fabris will get to the puck first as this comes to the near side over towards Poley. Poley back to his defense, bouncing it up off the boards. Head to Elena. As Elena sending it over to the near side as it's dumped in by Morrow. As Morrow sent it in behind the net, Milligan chipping it over to the left wing corner. Along the near boards, pass into the middle, deflects off of a player. Almost a backhanded pass to Poley in the slot. Stolen away by the defense of RMU Peoria as they go for a change. The forwards for Marquette will change as well, as a little bit of back and forth here to start it off. But puck possession so far favoring Marquette. Very early, of course, though.
Yeah, it is, Chris, and no shots yet in this game, but we may have an opportunity right here.
As Switchenberg fought that one down in behind the net as 2 of his players battle for the puck. Goes to the far side, beating everyone to the puck is Metzler, but that one held in at the blue line almost by Switchenberg as his team takes the puck back. To the near side, dumped in by number 14 for Marquette and Stillman as that comes to the right wing half boards, bounces past the stick of Buddy and goes all the way down to the left wing corner. As RMU Peoria ice the puck. We'll see if they can get everybody back onto the ice, though, as they may have gotten a guy or 2 off.
Yeah, and RMU having a hard time right now just keeping control of the puck. Marquette able to control the puck, as Chris mentioned, and they have a face-off in Robert Morris's zone.
As Robert Morris will win the puck on that right wing circle draw with 18:34 left to go as this one comes to the near side, poked right at the blue line and dumped right back in by RMU, or by Marquette, as RMU's goaltender and Cameron Heron will cover it up for a left wing circle faceoff. And like we were saying, puck possession, and you're seeing the trend here early on of how Marquette wants to hold on to that puck. As this one up at the left point, whiffing on it there as it bounced over his stick was Voncino as this one comes to the near side. A shot that goes wide from Moulton into the left wing half boards. As along those left wing half boards, pushing it down to the right wing corner was RMU, as Marquette's able to send this back out into the neutral zone, where it'll be picked up by Jonathan Nelville. As this one comes to the right wing corner, controlled by Marquette. Centering pass out in front, save made with the blocker by Heron as that one comes back to the neutral zone. Onto the stick of Podewils, who will dump it around as his team goes for another change. Kennedy to put on some pressure. Good pass over to Milligan, stops the pressure by Podewils as this one dumped right back in by Marquette to the left wing corner. Kennedy and Milligan going after the puck. Milligan beating him there, chipped it off the glass as that one will go all the way down into the Marquette zone. Won't go far enough for an icing as it's backhanded to the far boards by Fabris. As his team, that one touched up by Morrow, going to go down but no icing as this one sent over to the near side. As they're along the near boards, that puck thrown and then held in at the left point by Fabris as that one goes to the right wing corner. On the far boards, on the end boards, this one controlled by Marquette in the left wing corner by number 12 and Elena. Elena, that puck pinned up along the boards, lost his stick, but his team comes out with it as it's on the stick of Christopher Morrow. Morrow trying to dig that one off the boards, gets it to Elena. Elena trying to find a place to move the puck as he's been kind of stuck along those boards. Finally frees it up as it comes now to the left point to Fabris. Fabris back down low and a quick shot that never got to the net as this one will go down. Should be an icing. Actually, it looks like it is. Yeah, I was trying to tell if maybe it had deflected off of somebody for a second. I thought that it had, as
yeah, we're going to get a face-off here in the Robert Morris zone again. Both teams unable to get much offense here. I believe there's only been one shot in the game, even though the scoreboard says 0. Just over 3 minutes into the first period. And we back in the action here. Marquette has the puck at their own blue line. Stillman trying to get the puck across the center ice, and he comes up with it on the blue line. We get a quick offside call there. Stillman a little too slow for his teammates there, and Marquette offside there just by a few feet. We're going to have a face-off just outside the Robert Morris zone. And on the draw there, Schwichtenberg's knocked back into the Marquette zone. Retrieving the puck, Bertain sends it around the right wing boards. Comes up to center ice, Stillman chasing it down the left wing side. It's knocked, or Schwichtenberg able to keep it in his zone. Beautiful pass over to Quinn. Quinn got off a shot, and a great stop there by Robert Morris. A great opportunity there for Marquette. Coming back down the other end, Brandon Neville sends it back behind the Marquette zone. The Morris players go off for a stop. Marquette coming back, and we have a delayed offside call, I believe, here. They're not going for the puck. Flipped up off the boards by number 25. That's Nicholas Walensky. And here comes Milligan. He gets the puck over the blue line into the Marquette zone, tries to get off a shot. It's blocked by Corey Quinn, but it comes out front to Dabalier, who tries to get off a shot, which is blocked, and we got a whistle there. And I believe we got the first penalty of the game. It looked like a high sticking call, and that's going against number 19. That's Corey Quinn. First penalty of the game there. So first power play opportunity for Robert Morris. We're just almost 5 minutes in there. Take a look at Milligan trying to get off a shot there, which is blocked by Marquette out front. Almost a shot opportunity there for Dabalier, but good defense by Marquette as they were able to keep the puck away from the net. And just the power play underway here for Robert Morris. Corey Quinn in the box for Marquette with a 2-minute penalty for high sticking. 15 minutes left here in the first period, 0-0 score. Robert Morris on the power play. It goes back behind the Marquette net. Voncino tries to clear it up the right wing half boards, and he gets it to his teammate Natwara, who's able to ice it down. Oh, and getting it behind the net there was number 9 for Marquette. Poli, he tries to jam it in front, and he gets off a shot, but unable to connect. Coming back down Robert Morris, and they're able to ice the puck. Philip Edwards sends it down into the Marquette zone. Robert Morris goes off for a change. Just a minute left on the Robert Morris power play here, and Marquette able to get the puck out of their zone. Robert Morris regrouping with the puck in their own zone. Coming up ice right now, number 43, Jacob Schweder, and he sends it down into the Marquette zone. Number 17, that's Joe Bertain, fires it up. We get a shot from the point there, number 43, Jacob Schweder, but that shot was not on net. Got just 34 seconds left on the power play. 13:55 left in the first period. Coming away with the puck, number 5 for Robert Morris, Cole Metzler, tries to get off a pass. He gets it up to the Milligan on the right point. Over to the left point, we get a shot off from number 43, Jacob Schweder, and that shot was not on net either. So Robert Morris having a hard time here getting shots on goal, or actually the shots are showing 3-0 in favor of Marquette in the game. So Robert Morris, according to the scoreboard, doesn't even have a shot on goal in the game, and even on the power play. But that's a shot on goal. We got a blast from the point there, Jacob Schweder, and that was a good stop there by Marquette. So Marquette, we're back to even strength now. 13 minutes left in the first period. Even strength hockey. Marquette dumps it into the Robert Morris zone, chasing it down in the left wing corner. William Podewells, and he's not able to keep control of it. Marquette able though to keep it in the zone. That was number 41. Brendan Natwara, and the puck now over on the left wing boards. It comes loose, and skating up ice with it for Robert Morris, Dylan Durham. He gets off a shot which is knocked away, and puck comes over to the left wing corner on the stick of number 9, Eric Ostrovics. He tries to center it. It's intercepted by Marquette. Coming up ice now, David Fabris, and he gets off a soft shot towards the goalie, and he's able to pounce on that. So it's getting some good back and forth action here. Robert Morris unable to generate anything on the power play. They actually just got their first shot of the game. Robert Morris there.
Yeah, they finally get one. I mean, we haven't had a whole lot of shots though so far, Bob.
Yeah, and that's Marquette getting a dribbler off the face-off there.
As we have 12:25 left to go here in the first. Right wing circle face-off oncoming inside the RMU Peoria zone, as the right wing circle face-off one up to the point for a shot from Bertain, turned aside by Heron, that goes into the left wing corner. As this comes to the near side, a backhander that goes towards the neutral zone, as Nelville got it up to number 17 in Bussies, that goes to the right wing half boards. As this one still being held in at the right point for a shot from Nelville there, that goes wide from Brandon Nelville to the right wing corner. Off the side of the net from Nick Bussey. Back to the far half boards, down to the left wing corner, as circling around looking for the player in the middle, and he just couldn't tip it towards the net, could Brandon Nelville, as he gets that back in the right wing corner. Goes off the end boards in behind the net, where Bertain will pick it up and drop it off, as Marquette looks to start back up, and there you see a little bit of offensive possession time for RMU, something that they needed.
Oh yeah, definitely, and they still were unable to get a shot even on that power play. But it's been not too many shots in the game, as we had mentioned, but we'll see what happens here.
As this one will just be held in at the blue line by Stillman, as that one now will bounce out into the neutral zone. And we got a hand pass call here, as that'll be a face-off into the RMU Peoria zone, as they are the ones guilty of the hand pass.
Yeah, and we're going to have a or take a look at that again. You see the hand pass there and the call. So we'll get a face-off in the Robert Morris zone, a key draw here for Marquette.
The offensive zone draw opportunity coming out onto the ice is Jonathan Nelville now, as they'll have to switch up who's in the faceoff circle because of it. Ronnie Crockett won it to Jonathan Melville as he passes it to the left wing corner. Milligan, as he passed it right towards the middle, did Milligan, lost the puck as his pass was picked off by Voncino. Dumping it in is Stillman to the left wing corner as Heron couldn't slow it down. Trying to backhand it down low was Quinn. He gets it over to Stillman, who will send it back down low as it comes to Switchenberg. His pass hits off of a leg and bounces over onto the stick of number 16, Crockett, as he will dump this one down into the left wing corner as it hits off the end boards. Backhanded over to the right wing corner towards Walensky as this one gets near the blue line, but it's held in by number 10 in Dabalier. As there's a shot that goes wide into the right wing corner as it's back onto the stick of RMU Peoria, but then they lose, then the pass lost and Marquette was able to send it out. RMU Peoria going for a change, but they're getting some more offensive zone time, which is giving them some opportunities. As here down in behind the net, it's controlled by Marquette to the right wing corner on the stick of Shipbaugh. As Shipbaugh tried to go back down low, his pass picked off, thrown off the glass and goes out of play. As we'll have a right wing circle inside the RMU Peoria zone with 10:05 left to go.
And I question that. Oh, we're going to take a look at that again. There's Shipbaugh with the puck, trying to get it back behind. His pass is intercepted, and Robert Morris just knocking it up and out of play.
As this one held in at the blue line by Marquette, goes to the near side, chipped off the boards and out of play by Schweder. As this one comes back over to the far side, pass into the middle, bounces to the near board. Schweder picks it up as Marquette will take this one back. Use the glass, get it up ahead to Kennedy as he's going to have a 2-on-1 opportunity here as he takes it in, shoots it wide of the net as it goes down into the right wing corner. The pass was cut off, so he decided to take it himself and just couldn't get that puck on net. Right wing half boards, puck comes free. Natwara couldn't get it onto his stick as it's controlled now by RMU Peoria. As skating into the zone to the left wing circle as he'll pull around looking for the late man for the shot that went wide from Dulesky as this goes to the right wing corner. Back in behind, Natwara as he sends it off the far boards. Back into the neutral zone. Two players collided there as that one goes to Brandon Nelville. As this comes back to the near side to Dulesky. His pass ends up being touched with a high stick down to the ice as that will be a face-off over into the RMU Peoria zone because of it. It was an incidental high stick, but it doesn't matter. Your stick's up into the air. That's what's going to happen.
Yeah, that's what your gloves are for. We're going to see this again. The puck just going up high here.
And it had deflected off of Nick Bussey's stick.
And we'll take another look at that. And we're back in the action.
As Metzler will dump it to the right wing corner. As he will get hit off the puck there, but he's able to get it off in behind the net. As this one controlled now by Marquette. Pass comes over to Poli. Poli looking through center ice as that one goes too far. As it's dumped right back in by Edwards, but he ends up sending it out of play. And I don't know if he hit that if that hit off of anyone or not. I think that one's going to come out of the zone.
Yeah, just that didn't hit off anybody, just too high. I think they need higher boards in this game as several shots have gone up into the net already.
8:38 left to go here in this period as this one goes back over to the far side off the neutral zone boards. Controlled by Marquette, is able to dump it from his legs was Morrow as that one goes in behind the RMU Peoria net. A big hit in behind the net as Durham has the puck. Skates along the right wing as he goes forward along into the Marquette zone. Try to pass into the middle. Good deflection there by the Marquette player as that one turned right over onto Milligan's stick as he sent a pass into the middle. Not able to get a shot off was Ostrovics as this goes back in behind. Good turnover by Milligan, just couldn't get an opportunity. As this goes to the far half boards, a little bit of trouble controlling the puck here for Marquette as they finally just will lift this one back to the neutral zone to relieve the pressure. As this comes to the near side, RMU Peoria dumping right back in as it's on the stick of Buddy. As this pass gets up into the middle to Switchenberg, he couldn't get it onto his stick. He would have had an opportunity for a shot as he gets it right back. A backhander and the save made by Heron as he was able to take that one off the boards. Up to the point, sent back down low, but right there is Dabalair to take it back. Dabalair along the left wing dumps this one in as it rings around to the right wing corner. Voncino gets it up ahead to Stillman. As Stillman through his own end passes it back to Switchenberg. Switchenberg up ahead to Quinn. Quinn almost lost the handle, holds onto it, hits it off a leg as it'll come right back to Quinn. Back up to the top of the right circle, looking for some room, sending the shot low, and it's goal!
Wow.
Mark Shipbaugh.
Yeah, we're going to take a look at that again. Good puck work by Marquette. Quinn getting it over to Shipbaugh. He fanned on it, but on the first time he fanned, but he was able to get a shot off right on the ice and under the legs of RMU.
Yeah, Cameron Herron, his time of shutout hockey ends now, as he went for quite a bit of time before he finally gave one up. He went, I want to say it was about 73 minutes of shutout hockey that he had played. As this one comes into the middle, onto the stick of Kennedy. Kennedy along the left wing, gets the puck there to the left circle, tried to feed it out in front, but Bankovic couldn't get the puck towards the net as he missed it. As this one goes back in behind, over to the near side. A quick shot there, and that one hit out from the slot by RMU Peoria to the right wing corner. As they're along the boards, it'll come free on the Metzler's stick as Metzler sends the pass off to Bussey, as Bussey will look to send it up ice. Skating through is Nelvilles. He'll send a shot, and Place will grab and hold on to it, which will allow for the face-off into, I believe, the left wing circle with 6:19 left to go here in the first. 1-0 Marquette.
Yeah, nice blast there by Neville to get that puck to the net. I mean, you never know. You could get a one-timer like that and even up this game, but not the case this time.
As this one goes back in behind the net to the near side, over to Poli, as Poli skates up along the near wing, as this one will be hit off a RMU player to the right wing corner, as that one will bounce onto the side of the net and come free as that pass goes over to, I believe that was Durham, as he sent this one down ice. As chasing it in behind the net is Natwara, as Natwara will send the pass over to Poli. Poli through the middle, sends it to the right wing to Elena. Elena, top of the right circle. Shot, rebound opportunity, and that one went wide into the left wing corner. As we get a whistle here, I think we might have one going on each side perhaps, because nobody had touched the puck.
Yeah, I'm not sure what that call is going to be. You may be right. Either way, Marquette, and we're going to take a look at that penalty again. It goes down into Marquette getting off a good shot there, another good shot opportunity, and we're going to have a face-off here in the
might have won off the netting, and we just didn't even realize it. Or the net came off the board. There's a lot of things that we could have missed. I mean, you know, don't always have the sharpest of eyes.
Natwara, an offsetting penalty, like you said. Natwara.
Oh, we do have. Okay, I thought that's what we were going to have. As we'll have face-off eventually in that left wing circle. As one of the late players coming on. So it ends up being 4-on-4 hockey. We'll see who's able to take advantage of it, if anybody, as this is into the right wing corner of the RMU zone. Pass back over to the near side to Schweter as he goes cross ice. Along the left wing, skating up is Bussey. As Bussey goes around one, nice move to get there. Chipped out in front for an opportunity for Nelville as it hit off the side of the net and goes into the right wing corner. As that was a beautiful chance there for RMU Peoria, just couldn't get the puck on net. As this one grabbed out of the air by Nelville. Top of the left circle, sends a shot in place with the glove save, and he holds on to it as it was Brandon Nelville with that opportunity.
And check out the replay here. And in the Robert Morris zone, that's the
that was the end of it.
The other play. Excuse me. Oh, and here's a shot coming from RMU, and a good shot there on the replay.
As it'll be a left wing circle face-off in the Marquette zone, won by RMU Peoria. Faking the shot there, now loading up and shooting it wide was Edwards as it goes to the right wing corner. Back over the near side to Kennedy. Is Kennedy able to at least get it to neutral ice, looking for a place to go. Sends it over to Stillman. Stillman dumping this one down in behind the net of RMU, as we still got 1:05 left of 4-on-4 hockey. Along the far boards, it's Durham as he turns it over to Shipbaugh. Shipbaugh around one, pushes it over to the left wing as trying to feed it from the left circle was Stillman. As in behind the net, he gets taken off the puck, which allows for Milligan to take it as Milligan starts up ice. Stick handled around one, now to the top of the right circle, gets around another one, trying to cut in front, lost the handle on the puck as that one bounced out of the neutrals into the neutral zone for the offsides.
Some good stick work there by Milligan. Check out the replay, or look at this again. Robert Morris able to keep it in the zone there, and that was the play from earlier. They're able to get off a shot there. Another nice stop by Thomas Place.
As this one will go out of place, so we'll do it all over again from the near dot with 3:47 left to go here in this first period. And they're going to move this one to center ice, it looks like. Still a 1-0 game in favor of Marquette. As this one to Voncino for Marquette as this comes to the near side. Cross ice pass diagonally that's brought in by Voncino to the right wing corner as he's met up by two players there. The puck coming free onto the stick of one of the players in Brandon in Nelville as he lost that one as that one's dumped in by Marquette to the left wing corner. And now on the far side, Artemu Peoria looking to start up ice. Pass through the middle as that one bounces onto Brandon Nelville's stick. Lost it there as this one will put it pushed into the far half boards. Sent back in behind the net over to Fabris as he looks back to go D-to-D with the pass. As back over to Fabris off the boards as he just backhands this one forward. Brandon Nelville, he spent a lot of time on this ice for the 4-on-4. Finally goes off as I say that. As this one along the near boards, skated up on the stick for a shot that goes wide from Poda Wills. Sent to the right wing corner as Poda Wills tries to knock that one out of the air. It's onto the backhand of Ostrovics, and then we have a player go down here, and we got the hand up in the air. We're going to get a cross check against Marquette as the 4-on-4 had just ended a little bit before that. So now a power play opportunity for RMU Peoria and a chance to tie it up off the penalty that went on Matthew Poley.
And this penalty brought to you by Illinois Center for Broadcasting. Are you interested in careers that cover sports, music, news, entertainment, video, editing, production, directing, audio, interactive web content, and more? Call 630-916-1700. Illinois Center for Broadcasting.
As this one to Milligan and a pass into the middle. Now to the left circle over to Milligan as he missed the net with his shot. As you see him kind of unhappy with himself there as that one Nelville held in at the blue line. Past top of the left circle. Back to Nelville as he sends the shot forward and the save made into the stomach of the goaltender Thomas Place, and he holds on. So we have 2:43 left to go here in this first period. Still 1-0 Marquette, but a chance here for RMU Peoria to try and tie it up.
Yeah, RMU catching up on shots here. 8-6 Marquette lead in shots on goal on the game.
As this one almost stolen away there on the pass from Nelville, but he's able to get it over to Bernecki. Bernecki back to Nelville. Sends it down into the middle. He was just looking for a tip in front, but that allows almost get it out for Marquette, but that one held up at the left point. Nelville skating in, top of the left circle, sends a shot up into the netting, and that one did deflect. I was waiting to see if they were going to say it did. So it was tough to tell if it had or not.
And check that out again. Neville, some good stick work there from the point. Gets a good shot opportunity, able to take it in relatively close. But once again, good defense by Marquette, getting that puck out of play.
So left wing circle face off. As this one, both teams trying to get control of it. We got 1:14 left on that penalty. And finally, it's RMU Peoria sending it over to Milligan as that one bounces out of the zone off of Milligan's stick. Goes back to Brandon Nelville as he looks for a place to move the puck. Sends it over to the near side towards Bernecki as he gets pinned up along the boards by Nat Wara. As his team takes the puck back, streaking in is Bussy. Bussy around one as that one hit off the leg of a player. We're going to have another penalty called against Marquette. So it's going to go to a 5-on-3 for 50 seconds.
And see that again, some good hitting action on the near boards there. Coming up with it there, Bussy, and he tries to get off a pass, and a great effort there by Shipbaugh to deflect that pass away, which would have been a good opportunity for Robert Morris. But Marquette comes up with another penalty. Benkovic going into the box there.
Yeah, he gets called for the slash. So it'll be a 5-on-3 for 50 seconds, and then it'll be a minute and 10 of 5-on-4 for Robert Morris. And this penalty brought to you by the Illinois Center for Broadcasting, where broadcasting careers begin. You want to be doing like what Bob and I are doing right now, go to beonair.com/Lombard for more information, or call 630-916-1700. The Illinois Center for Broadcasting, where broadcasting careers begin. So it'll be a left wing circle face-off here, 5-on-3, a great opportunity for RMU Peoria with a minute 52 left in the first to try and get this tied up at least. As this one up to the point on Nelville's stick as he surveys, looks over to the left wing circle as this one bounces into the middle for a shot opportunity there, and the save made by Place with the pad. And somehow this one Marquette was able to clear out. Looked like they were going to have a goal there for sure as Place was down and out, but no one able to get a handle on the puck.
Yeah, that was Philip Edwards with a good opportunity there, but like you said, unable to connect.
As along the left wing circle, Milligan trying to go around one, loses the puck, and then that one goes out of play off the glass. Might have been tipped off as that was on the stick of Bertain.
Yeah, and take a look at that. Coming up ice for Marquette, for Robert Morris was Milligan, but he was just knocked away from the puck. Good defense here so far by Marquette on this 5-on-3 opportunity for Robert Morris.
15 seconds left of the 5-on-3, and Marquette won the face-off initially, but it goes into the far boards and is controlled by RMU. Over to Milligan, top of the right circle, as he goes back over towards Schweeder, who couldn't hold on to it. Schweeder gets it in the left wing half boards, pulls it up to the top of the left circle. Now goes back to Milligan. Milligan back to the right corner. We're back to a 5-on-4 now as there's a shot in place, made the save. Rebound came out as clearing out in front was Voncino. That puck off the end boards as two players collide in behind. As that one's still free, his stick was kind of tied up there as that one's covered on the side of the net by Thomas Place. It was Metzler's stick who was stuck in one of the players for Marquette.
Yeah, check it out. Trying to come away with the puck there, Marquette, but unable. Robert Morris able to keep it in the zone and getting off. And we're going to see that just the dribbler to the net. And Thomas Place, good heads-up move, just pouncing on that puck to keep it away from the crease area.
53 seconds left of 5-on-4, so a little bit of it will carry over as we still have 44 seconds left on the clock. As this one will go all the way down to the goaltender and Cameron Herron. So a good win on the draw there by Marquette as they look to try and kill off the rest of this penalty. But the period will end first as this one comes through the middle onto the stick of Bussey. Bussey feeding it towards the middle as it goes towards Bernecki. Bernecki back down low as he tried to feed the pass into the middle down to the left wing corner. Back up to the point and out towards the left wing. Back over to the right circle. They were looking for Milligan. Back up to Brandon Nelville. He tries to stick handle round one. Diving poke check, freed the puck up by number 9 in Poli as this goes to the left wing half boards and will be sent all the way down by Marquette, and that'll do it for the first period. 1-0 Marquette with the lead. A very good first period, Bob, from both teams. It started off Marquette really controlling the puck a lot in the early goings of the period. Then you had that penalty for RMU Peoria. They had a little bit of puck possession time. They're not a whole lot of shots, though. But then they started to possess the puck a little bit more, not allow Marquette to have as much time with it. But then Marquette gets the goal. And then it kind of went back and forth for a little bit. And then you had the penalties there at the end on Marquette, which gave the puck to Peoria. But they had a 5-on-3 for a minute, a little over a minute, and nothing to show for it, unfortunately, for them.
Yeah, and the shots on goal are even right now, 8-8. But the quality of shots for Robert Morris, even on that 5-on-3, have not been high-quality shots. So Marquette's been able to keep them off the scoreboard so far. 1-0 here at the end of the first period. And, Robert Morris definitely has to get some spark offensively here to get something going in this game. Marquette been controlling the puck possession for most of the first period, and we'll see what happens.
Yeah, we'll see what happens. We will take a timeout and be back with more here on ChicagolandSportsRadio.com.
I want to have a job in something I love doing. I want to have fun and meet new people. I want to be social. ICB has so many cool things they offer for me and their students. With the amount of stuff you learn at ICB, there's no way you won't succeed. You'll learn how to do a voiceover, how to use camera equipment, actual hands-on. You can even host your own country radio show. All of our teachers actually work in the industry too. Go to beonair.com/country and register for your chance to win a pair of Country Thunder tickets. That's beonair.com/country.
Getting ready for the second period here on Chicagoland SportsRadio.com. Chris Labosco, Bob Lindsay here with you as we get ready for the second period. 1-0 right now in favor of Marquette over RMU Peoria here heading into the second. It was a pretty back and forth period. I'd say more controlled by Marquette in that first one, but a good first period so far for a championship game. Only one goal scored too. Yeah,
Marquette definitely has the edge in the high-quality shot opportunities. Robert Morris unable to get much going offensively, even though the shots are equal. They have 8 seconds left on their power play. Robert Morris had a 5-on-3 attempt there, and still were unable to get off any great shots. We'll see how they come out here in the second period, and going to get underway here soon.
Yeah, as Marquette has made their way out on the ice, as both teams stretching out and getting ready to start this second period. Officials have already made their way out. Period of the long change here as well, as we are again at the Owens Center in Peoria, Illinois, and this is technically the home rink for RMU Peoria, but not. It's funny because they're wearing the home whites, but that's because Marquette likes to wear their blue jerseys, actually. I don't know if it's a superstition sort of thing or what. I like those blue jerseys better than the whites.
Those are some good-looking uniforms. I wish I had some shirts like that. Those are nice jerseys.
As both teams are beginning to come out of their huddles to start this second period, like you said, 8 seconds of carryover power play time. And while we have a second here, I guess we'll give a couple of shout-outs here. We got a couple here tonight for this championship game. We'll start off with Bill Zanin, as he is the father of number 16 on the Marquette Golden Eagles, is playing a pretty good game so far, too, as Tyler Zanin.
Yeah, hey, Bill, how's it going up there? We're down here in Peoria. That's not too far from where you're at, right, Bill?
Yeah, right.
So anyways, thanks for tuning in, Bill.
And we also have a bunch of others that we'll be sure to get to as this comes over to the near side, as Bob will take things over here in this second period.
And Marquette with the puck in the Robert Morris zone. Brian Kennedy trying to get control of it, unable. It's dumped back into the zone by Shipbaugh, but it's chipped out of the zone by Robert Morris, and it comes back down into the Marquette zone. Shipbaugh sends it behind the net over into the left wing corner, and they're still fighting for it back there, and that's number 44, Milligan, who tries to dump it to a teammate, and he's unable to get it, and it comes up to the blue line, and they're battling for it right at the blue line, and it's finally able to be sent out of the Marquette zone. But coming back down with it, they're able to chip it back down into the zone, and that's number 17, Nick Bussey, gets the puck up to the left point there, number 27, Blake Maxwell, and puck comes back down into the Marquette zone, a feed out in front, which was unable to convert, and puck out at the neutral zone, and it's sent back into the Robert Morris zone by number 8, Kellen Buddy. Coming up with it, Milligan behind his own net. He gets a pass up to, or almost connecting with his left winger in Bradley Wolf, but that puck went over his stick for an ice.
Yeah, it didn't get to his stick, but controlling the puck there a little bit to start off the period for RMU Peoria is something that they needed to do, as they really need that puck possession time. That's Marquette, we talked about in the pregame, they want to possess that puck.
And a quick draw there for opportunity there for Colin Quinn, and he's unable to get the shot on goal. Robert Morris trying to get the puck out of their zone, able to get it out, got a delayed offside here, and coming away with it, crossing the red line, number 5, Cole Metzler. He dumps it into the Marquette zone, and Metzler goes off the ice for a change. And the puck just bouncing around on the left wing circle, and it's centered back around behind the net by Marquette player Johnny Stillman. Goes up to the right wing, and Schwichten, good hit there on Switchenberg, but we're getting a call here, and maybe even on some late activity there. And limping off the ice for Robert Morris, number 25, Walensky.
As we take a look, you see the hit there, and he ends up hurting himself too. Did Walensky, as he was a little bit, like you said, hobbling towards that box. There's no call there afterwards either, so it's going to be a power play opportunity for Marquette, excuse me. Is this one brought to you by the Illinois Center for Broadcasting, where broadcasting careers begin.
And Marquette wins the draw, and it comes over to their right point. And number 9, Matthew Poley, sends it down into the right wing slot to number 57, Brian Kennedy, sends it down around the net to number 7, Bankovic, trying to get control of it down in the corner. He brings it up, he sends it up to the point to Poley, who sends it over to the left wing slot to, I can't see the number on him, the assistant captain, that's number 41, Natwara. And Natwara skates with it around the net, and he gets it up to Bankovic again up at the right point. Bankovic surveys, shoots it into the left wing corner over to Podewells, and he's unable to control it, and Robert Morris is able to knock it out of their zone. And it comes back in. Robert Morris able to flip it up out of their zone again, and chasing it down into his own zone is Matthew Poley. 1:05 left on the power play opportunity here for Marquette. And pass up to Switchenberg, unable to connect, and Robert Morris unable to get it out of the zone. Good keep in there by Colin Quinn, and they're able to keep the puck in the zone on the stick of Stillman. Stillman skating around, gets off a shot opportunity there, and a good save there by number 20, the goalie Heron, and Robert Morris able to get it out of the zone once again. So that's 3.
He just got enough of it too, did Heron, because he was starting to look behind, as he just got enough of it with, I might have even hit his stick.
And Milligan able to get it out of the zone again. A good effort here by Robert Morris on being shorthanded. Switchenberg coming up ice with it, centers and passes it over to Stillman. Gets off a shot, and they wave off. That was a quick,
very quick whistle. And that puck was still free. I mean, a lot of room for them to be unhappy there for Marquette on that one, as I mean, Switchenberg put that right in after, as we're going to get a good look here out in front. You see that puck, I mean, it wasn't even held on to long enough for Heron to even garner the whistle happening for Heron.
And another look there, and yeah, I'm not sure what prompted that whistle.
I mean,
so
the
quickly.
Official obviously lost sight of it, and really, if head coach Will Jurgensen obviously wasn't happy with that, and rightfully so.
And back in the action, just 8 seconds left on the power play, and Marquette unable to keep it in the Robert Morris zone. We're back to even strength hockey. 16 minutes, left in the second period. 1-0 score, Marquette ahead. And the puck back still in the Robert Morris zone, sent around the left wing boards, and it's knocked out of the zone, but it trickles back in, and Milligan comes up with the puck at his own blue line, skates across the red line, dumps it into the Marquette zone, and getting control of the puck behind his own net. Shipbaugh sends it around the right wing side to Quinn. And Quinn tries to make a pass to Switchenberg, unable to connect. Robert Morris flips it back into the Marquette zone behind the net. Shipbaugh sends it over to his teammate, number 24, Voncino. Voncino gets it up to Switchenberg coming across the blue line. Across the left, he gets off a shot there. Another good save there by Heron. Marquette able to keep the puck in the Robert Morris zone. Coming away with it now for Robert Morris, number 27, Blake Maxwell. And he gets the puck down, and we're going to have an icing call there.
Yeah, and this time RMU Peoria not able to sneak anyone off of ice either. Easy for the officials when it's that period of the long change to grab the guys and make sure that they don't get to the bench, because you don't have that short distance to go from your own end to get off ice.
And a draw opportunity here for Matthew Poley. in the Robert Morris zone. And ref drops the puck, comes out in front to Christopher Morrow, whose shot attempt is blocked, and onto the stick of number 7, Dylan Durham, who sends it down. Not sure why that wasn't an icing call. Or, okay, I guess it was an icing call.
Well, I don't think so, because they're changing guys on RMU.
Okay. That looked like Durham just sent that down from his own zone. Maybe it hit a puck on a Marquette stick.
Well, there seems to be some confusion of where this is supposed to go. And now they finally figured out putting it into the far dot.
And Marquette with the puck in their own zone, sent behind over into the right wing corner, trying to come away with it. Kellen Buddy and a couple players on each team fighting for it in the left wing corner there. Finally coming away with it, Mitchell Elena, and over to his teammate there, number 9, Matthew Poley. He's unable to get control, and the puck triples towards the goalie, Thomas Place, and he's able to pounce on it.
And a good decision by Place there. Just grab that bouncer out of the air. Don't let that one get out and anywhere for a rebound opportunity. And while we have a second here, quick shout-outs to Anthony Fabris. He was the past president of the Marquette hockey team, and obviously brother to number 18 on the team in David Fabris.
And back in the action here, Marquette able to get the puck out of their own zone, and puck comes up to neutral ice, fighting for it over on the far boards, Matt Deleski, and the puck trickles in and get a shot or not an opportunity, but a shot nevertheless by Marquette, getting that puck to Heron, and he ties it up for another face-off in the Robert Morris zone.
And you look at it, I mean, RMU Peoria, some more opportunities on what they have been getting, as obviously that puck rolling right there back into the net.
Whoa, and that one just went up over the net. Marquette comes back out to the right point, getting off a shot which was blocked. Natwara, and onto the stick of Brian Kennedy. Brian Kennedy on the right wing slot, looking for some room, unable to get any room. Robert Morris comes away with it, comes up to center ice. Nick Bussey dumps it into the Marquette zone, actually gets a shot off, and it's easy stop there for Thomas Place.
Easy stop, and he holds on to it too. Just take the face off, allow your team to get some changes, especially when it's the second period too. It's better to hold on to the puck sometimes and just stop play instead of letting it go and letting your guys maybe take a longer shift than they need to.
So Marquette able to win that draw, unable to get it out of the zone. Flipped back in by Milligan, goes down into the right wing corner. Milligan able to knock it back into the zone once again. Robert Morris still has the puck behind Marquette's net. Ostrovics, but he makes a pass which is unable to connect, and it rolls all the way to the other end of the ice into the Robert Morris zone. And a good stick there by, I believe that's Quinn, gets it to the net. Yeah, that was Quinn, gets it to the net, but tied up quickly there. Another good heads-up play by Heron to just tie that puck up.
Well, as you'll see here from behind the net, I mean, it's a good turnover created by Marquette, and you see the stick already kind of out there by Heron as he's trying to cut off any passing lanes towards the middle. It bounces off of his stick, and he's able to just drop the glove on top of it to hold on. So a really good job there by Heron to not allow anything towards the slot.
Yeah, and a good effort there by Colin Quinn as well, or Corey Quinn, to get that puck to the net. Another shot opportunity there for Marquette, and that's tied up by Heron once again.
Starting to get some more shots here, as working up to the points a little bit, as there's some room up top for Marquette there for the good shot opportunity from Shipbaugh.
And back in the action, Milligan able to get the puck out of the zone. We got a delayed offside call, and whistle. Yeah, it's a delayed offside call.
Yeah, it was an offside call, so that should go into the far dot there. But to go back to that too, the only thing with Shipbaugh's shot, really not a whole lot of traffic in front. It was nobody was in front of the net yet, so it just gave that little bit of an opportunity though for Shipbaugh to get at least have a lane, but nobody to try and tip or at least make it difficult on Heron to see.
And Voncino on that face-off just knocks it on, almost hit his own player on the bench there. And we're going to have a replay here of our draw, or actually at center ice it's going to, since Marquette knocked that puck into their own net. And a center ice face-off. Foley trying to chase it down, unable to connect, and Robert Morris gets the puck, dumps it down into the Marquette zone, behind his own net. Voncino trying to get control of it, and he regains control behind his own net, flips it up and out of the zone. Good hit there by number 21. We're going to get a call there. Looked like a good hit by Morrow, but I'm not sure what they're going to call here.
Well, the puck went out of play. I think that's what you're talking about.
Okay.
That's why play was stopped. It was a very good hit by Christopher Morrow. As we're going to get a good look at it here. As you see, I mean, player was right on the puck, had let it hit to the ice, and just delivers a good check right into the shoulder area. And it's not like he did anything egregious on it either. It's not like he really tried to light the player up. It was just a good, solid hit.
And back in the action, Marquette able to get the puck out of their zone, or it bounces back into their zone on the stick of Kellen Buddy, who gets it over to his defensive partner, Joe Bertain, who sends it up ice into the Robert Morris zone, chasing it, Johnny Stillman. Johnny Stillman able to intercept it for a second, but his pass is deflected away by Robert Morris. Coming up ice for Morris, Durham. Durham sends it into the zone, chasing it, his left wing teammate, number Ostrovics, and Marquette able to regain control of the puck. Coming up to center ice, or just over the blue line now, Quinn knocks it in behind the Robert Morris net. Chasing it over there is Johnny Stillman, and finally Robert Morris just flips the puck up and out of the zone. It doesn't look like it's not enough mustard on it to get an icing call, as it just slowly rolled past the line. And interception here by Robert Morris, and trying to get off a shot there, number 10, Daubelaire, and getting off another good shot opportunity there, Milligan.
Wow.
And just unable to connect, so a couple good opportunities there for Robert Morris.
The direction finder has been slightly off for Milligan. His opportunity here, good turnover 2 times in a row where RMU Peoria steals the puck for those turnovers, and you saw that second shot from Milligan. It just rang off the crossbar and didn't go in. He had place beat. So that's the second time where Milligan has had the goaltender beat and has just missed the mark by a little bit.
And good block there by Bankovic, and able to get it out of the zone, but it's flipped back into the zone by Milligan. Coming away with it, David Faber sends it up the right wing side to a teammate Bankovic, and Bankovic unable to get it out of the zone, kept in again by Milligan, and it goes down into the right wing corner. Marquette sends it around the right wing boards. Another good keep by Milligan. Milligan doing a good job keeping the puck in the zone. And we're going to get a face-off here, I believe, on the right wing, or the left wing circle.
Well, when you take a look at it, too, pretty easy for Milligan to keep those pucks in. The pucks aren't on edge or anything. He's up at the blue line. He's ready for them, knows what to do, and is able to hold them in.
And Robert Morris wins the draw. Metzler just unable to get off a shot close to the net. And it comes back into Robert Morris's zone, kept in the zone by Marquette's Morrow. And puck goes back behind the Robert Morris net. It's sent around the right wing boards. It's kept in the zone by number 24. That's Voncino. And we get the goalie's helmet came off there, Heron. So we get a whistle there.
Yeah, that's obviously an instant stop of play. When that happens, you saw that it looked like RMU was going to be able to get this one back out and start a counter of their own, but instead, good job along the half boards by Marquette to give themselves opportunities towards the net.
And on the draw here, Switchenberg for Marquette. Puck goes back behind Robert Morris's net over into the left wing, and it's flipped up over into the left wing, over into the left wing boards area, and it's flipped up into the net. Or right wing boards, excuse me.
Flipped up into the boards. It didn't hit anything either, so that's why you're having them held off on the RMU Peoria bench. Really quick shout out to you to Joe Hines, friend of David Fabris. So thanks for listening or watching, I should say. We definitely appreciate it.
And Robert Morris heading back up ice, skating across the red line. And number, I couldn't see his number there, 17. That was Nick Bussey, unable to get off a pass to his teammate. Got a delayed offside call, I believe. And Marquette comes back up with the puck. Centering pass up to Switchenberg, bounces off his pad and goes into behind the Robert Morris net. They get it around the left wing or the right wing half boards, but unable to get it out of the zone. And now with the puck is number 40, or they're just fighting for it over in the right wing boards area in the corner. And Robert Morris finally able to come away with it. Flip pass up to number 7 for Robert Morris. That's Dylan Durham. He gets off a shot and a stop there by the Marquette goalie, Thomas Place. And we get a quick whistle, or a whistle there. Robert Morris player fell into the net.
I think he had a little bit of help going into the net, too. We'll get a better look at it here to see. Looked like he just lost an edge a little bit, actually. Had a little bit of help, but not as much as I thought he might have.
Yeah.
And his stick, too, got stuck there in the net as well. Was able to pull it away at least.
And face off in the Marquette zone. And trying to come away with it. Bankovic gets a hit on number 6 for Bernicki, and the puck comes down. Milligan has it behind his own net in the Robert Morris zone, starting to head up ice. Nice poke there by number 20 Marquette Podewells, and Milligan able to send it down to the Marquette zone. And puck over in the left wing corner and sent out of the zone by Bankovic. Pass up to Brian Kennedy. Brian Kennedy makes a nice move, trying to get around the defender there. That was Neville, and Neville just made a good stop right at the last second there. Good move by Brian Kennedy. And coming up with it now, Milligan behind his own net, flips it up the left wing half boards to teammate, Ostrovics, and he's unable to get a pass. And Marquette heading back up ice there. Matuara sends it into the Robert Morris zone. Milligan and Brian Kennedy fighting for the puck. Milligan able to knock it around behind the net over into the right wing half boards area, the left wing half boards. And Marquette centering pass there, and a good block, but there by Milligan. Great block off a shot opportunity there by Poley. Some good defense there by Milligan. Marquette with the puck in their own zone. Defenseman flips it up to the neutral zone, and it bounces into the Robert Morris zone. With the puck, Neville, he tries to clear the puck. It's blocked by Elena, and its puck goes around to the right wing boards. Marquette able to keep the puck in the zone over in the left wing corner now. A couple players trying to get control of the puck. Poley gets on his stick and sends it up to the right wing half boards area, and it's finally knocked out of the zone by Robert Morris once again. So Marquette putting a lot of pressure on Robert Morris here, and number 12 there trying to get off a shot attempt was Elena, and that shot was blocked again by Robert Morris. And coming back down the other end, skating over the Marquette blue line, number 22 for Robert Morris. That's Brandon Neville, and he gets off a weak shot and an easy stop there by Thomas Place.
When you look at it for Neville, just to kind of slow things down here, is Marquette really working at their pace. Let your team get a change, which they definitely needed to. Slow things down a little bit, try to give your team a chance in the offensive zone. It's really been a lot of puck time by Marquette, but they're playing very solid defense on the side of RMU Peoria.
Coming out of his net was Heron to fend off the rush there by Corey Quinn, and Robert Morris just dumps the puck down into the Marquette zone there. Sent around the right wing or the left wing half boards by Marquette player Voncino. And Switchenberg coming up the right, he sends it up to Quinn. The pass goes back to Switchenberg in the center. Puck knocked away from him. Johnny Stillman chasing it over in the left wing corner, and it's just kept in. It's finally knocked out of the zone by Dabalier, and Dabalier gets off a shot opportunity there, and it's knocked away by Marquette's Thomas Place, and we got some extracurricular activity here. Dabalier and Switchenberg for Marquette, and I don't believe I'm not sure if there's a call here.
I know, but there was definitely some words there, and it wasn't, I don't think it was pleasantries between the two. But you are getting somebody to go into the box. Is sitting on the box right now is number 25 for RMU Peoria. But you take a look here as that puck had bounced up into the air off a Dabalier's shot. A good save, or I think it was a stick out in front. It was Vancino's stick that it ended up hitting, so it didn't get to place, but still a decent opportunity for RMU Peoria. They need to get more quality chances, though. They haven't had enough of them. Yeah, they have 12 shots on goal. They're only 2 behind our Marquette, but the quality chances are not there.
Yeah, and back in the action here, Marquette power play opportunity here, just 150. And this penalty is brought to you by Illinois Center for Broadcasting. Call 630-916-1700, Illinois Center for Broadcasting. Back in the action here, Robert Morris University able to clear the puck down the other end of the ice to kill off a little time in this penalty. 1:30 left in the power play. 5:26 left in the second period. Still a 1-0 score. Marquette ahead. Coming back down on power play opportunity. Poli sends it over to his teammate Natwara onto the stick of Brian Kennedy. Gets off a shot. It's knocked aside by Heron. Behind the Robert Morris net. Oh, getting a shot off there was Poli, and it went up over the net. Brian Kennedy chasing the puck. He's knocked off his skates, and Robert Morris able to clear the puck once again. 50 seconds left on the power play opportunity. 4:47 left second period here. And Marquette regrouping. And behind his own net, Shipbaugh starts heading up ice, gets across his own blue line, gets a pass up the left wing side to Switchenberg. Switchenberg going into the left wing circle. He turns around. He sends it back up to the point area, and a pass behind to Stillman behind the Robert Morris net. He sends it up to Shipbaugh at the point. Over into the left wing slot to Stillman. Stillman surveys, skates ahead, passes it over in the left wing corner to Vancino. And back to Stillman now. Stillman surveys at the left wing slot, gets off a shot which is knocked away by Robert Morris, and it's finally poked out of the zone, heading up ice. We got like a one-on-one here. That's 22 Neville. Neville able to get off a shot right into the midsection of Thomas Place.
So not some bad work there. I want to go really back to the shot by Matt Poli when he loaded up and shot from the circle on a puck that was kind of just sitting there. Instead of, with how close he was, he really didn't need to shoot as hard as he did. He could have just wristed that one towards the net or gave it a snap with the traffic that was out in front. You don't necessarily have to load up there. You have a lot of traffic in front. See what happens. Just get it on net. He misses with his shot, and his team has to try and work that puck around again and try to get an opportunity.
And back to even strength hockey here. 3:50 left in the second period. 1-0 score. Marquette ahead. Coming up ice from Marquette, Chris Morrow, and his puck is deflected up and out of play, and we're going to get a face-off here on the left wing circle for Marquette.
Yeah, they still have, we're back to 5-on-5, so no more time on the penalty. And really quick, shout out to Austin Carlson, treasurer, last year an assistant captain, watching from, I believe that's Milwaukee. I believe that's what the initials for. It's a little tough to read the
handwriting.
Yeah.
And some activity in front of the Marquette goal. Robert Morris able to get off a couple of shots there.
Well, that's one we have to. You have to see that one again, because that was pretty wild there for RMU Peoria. As you see the rush coming along the near side, led by Bankovic as he brought it out in front. That puck was bouncing around in that blue paint. It didn't end up going into the net, though. I think it was Durham who was the one trying to finish it off. It was underneath place. He didn't know where. He ends up just dropping on top of it, diving, going onto his back, and managed to keep that puck from getting into the back of the net. That was really a fortunate play from Milwaukee, because that looked like it should have or for Milwaukee Marquette, because that looked like it was going to be a really good opportunity for Peoria.
Yeah, and off the draw there, Bernecki was able to get it back to his left point in Edwards, and we got another face-off opportunity here for Robert Morris. And puck drops, and Marquette able to clear the puck out of their zone. Just 3:20 left in the second period. Milligan, errant pass intercepted by Brian Kennedy, but Milligan is able to regain control, tries to knock it up out of the zone. Kept in on the left point by Marquette. Puck comes around to the left wing side and onto the stick of Robert Morris's Ostrovics, and it's sent back into the Robert Morris zone by Marquette, and we're getting an icing call there.
I don't know if he was looking for somebody to go to the puck with for David Fabris. I mean, he was only a stride away from the center line. He could have just taken that extra stride, dumped it down in. There was a little bit of traffic in front of him, but still, that one extra move is enough to stop your team from having to take an offensive zone draw.
And a quick shot opportunity there for Nick Bussey right off the draw.
And that's part of the reason why you don't want that. That was a pretty good opportunity. Obviously, that was a set play off the draw as well for RMU Peoria. That's where they wanted to go with that puck. That guy coming across from the near side, and good thing Place was in the right place too to make the save.
Yep, Place was definitely in the right place like he has been all night. Johnny Stillman coming down, gets off a shot from the right wing slot, and a good stop there by Heron.
Didn't have a whole lot of room to bring that puck through. I mean, it was a good job by him to leak out, to get past it and have it as basically a one-on-one, but he was sealed off by Milligan. Milligan didn't give him an opportunity to try and get towards the middle. So just taking the shot and just seeing what would happen for Stillman there.
And Quinn trying to get off a shot opportunity in front. It's blocked, kept in the zone by Shipbaugh, sends it back into the left wing corner to Quinn. And Quinn has the puck on his stick, comes out into the left wing slot, passes it behind his back into behind the net, and it comes back out to Shipbaugh at the point. Over on the left wing side, Stillman tries to center it, it's knocked away. Coming away with it, Robert Morris heading up ice. Number 7, Dylan Durham, gets off a blast from far away, easily knocked away by Thomas Place and up into the net, out of play.
I was going to say, I think the opportunities are now in favor of Robert Morris Peoria. They're starting to get some better quality chances. They're starting to get some more puck possession time, more time in the offensive zone, and they don't have anything to show for it yet, but that starts to build momentum for a team. We'll see if they can take advantage of it here anytime soon.
And right off the face-off, Robert Morris able to get the puck to the net, and Thomas Place pounces on the puck once again. So we're going to have a redo of that face-off there. 2:15 left in the second period. And the draw goes to Marquette. And trying to knock it out of his own zone was Voncino. It's kept in the zone by Robert Morris. A blast there from Philip Edwards, which goes wide. Robert Morris able to keep the puck in the zone down in the left wing corner. The puck just bouncing and trying to come away with it. Number 17 and it's coming back down ice. Number 12, Mitchell Elena, and he gets off a shot. It's knocked aside, and we got a penalty here coming out of the net. There was Place.
Looked like he fell there too at the end. He lost a bit of an edge. Yeah, the penalty going against Cole Metzler. So a power play opportunity for Marquette. And, that's a bit unfortunate if you're Robert Morris Peoria. You were really, the momentum was building. It felt like it was starting to be a matter of time before they were going to get a goal past Place. But now this kind of quells the momentum a little bit, depending on how this power play goes for Marquette. This could be a big momentum changer. Yeah, and this penalty brought to you by Illinois Center for Broadcasting. You're interested in careers that cover sports, music, news, entertainment, video, editing, production, directing, audio, interactive web content, and more? Then consider broadcasting. Call 630-916-1700. And with this extra second, a quick shout out to all the Marquette hockey alums watching. Some are in Milwaukee, some in Chicago. We definitely thank you for tuning in on the broadcast. Everyone who's watching, of course.
And power play opportunity, another power play opportunity for Marquette. Puck comes over to Shipball on the right side. He sends it back up to his teammate, number 24, Voncino, who gets it towards the net and able to tie it up. Heron, and we'll get another face-off opportunity on the left wing circle for Marquette.
Way to go there. A good job there by Heron as he really fought to get on top of that puck as it was near the side of the net. There's a couple of Marquette players trying to get it away from him, but he was finally just able to drop the glove on top and fight through to get there to have that opportunity for his team to try and get another draw here and send it out.
And there's 1:30 left in the second period, 1:40 left on the penalty. And getting off a shot here, Shipbaugh, and another good stop by Heron right in front. And coming away with the puck, Corey Quinn, he surveys, tries to center the pass, and it's intercepted by Neville, who's able to send it down to the other end of the ice. We've got 1:10 left in the second period, about 11 seconds more left on the penalty than time left in the period. Robert Morris able to intercept a pass there, Bussey, and he knocks it down into the left wing corner, but coming away with it, Switchenberg. He gets it up out of the zone. He skates across center ice with it onto the stick now of Corey Quinn. Corey Quinn tries to make a pass to Voncino. Voncino misses it, and Corey Quinn regains control. Pass up center ice to Stillman, to Switchenberg to Stillman, and Stillman gets off a shot, which is saved by Heron again. And Robert Morris comes away with the puck, and a good stick there by Shipbaugh at center ice to deflect it, but Milligan able to come up with a loose puck. Skates across the blue line as it's knocked away from him. So some back and forth action here, and it's puck's in the Robert Morris zone now. Voncino fighting for it on the near half boards with Milligan. Milligan able to get a stick on it and get it out of the zone, up back to Benkovic. Benkovic passes it over to the red line to number 20. That's Podewells. Podewells circles behind the net, and two players go down there. No call. A hit on Podewells and a little extra hit, but no, and that's the end of the second period here with still a 1-0 score. Marquette ahead, and 12 seconds left on their power play when we return for the third period.
A pretty good kill, too, from RMU Peoria. They didn't give up too many opportunities to Marquette. And not only that, they had a couple of almost shorthanded opportunities, too, for RMU Peoria. But keeping that pressure on Marquette, and again, I mean, obviously, puck possession time is always important anyways, but Marquette is just so good at doing that if you let them just hold on to the puck the way that they can, just makes it even more difficult on yourselves. In the second period, it felt like they did a better job of having the puck on their stick for RMU and keeping it and having offensive opportunities. Obviously, they took over the shots on goal lead, too. I think part of it for them is just getting those shots there. Place is going to give up some rebounds, so look for those second chance opportunities. It's not necessarily going to be a pretty goal that beats him, and you're probably going to need that as well with the way that this game is going, especially moving on here in the third. If they can kill off the rest of this penalty, that really will give that momentum that they kind of lost by taking the penalty back. But there's a lot of game left to be played, and Marquette is playing a solid game on both sides of the puck too, offensively and defensively, so you can't really let up if you're RMU. And same thing for Marquette. I mean, a 1-goal lead, how can you can't feel that that's a safe lead if you're Marquette.
No, definitely not, Chris. Great second period there. As you mentioned, the shots now in favor of Robert Morris, 2016, when it was 8-8 after the first period. So Robert Morris is getting some shots. And if they keep doing what they're doing, some rebound opportunities may come their way. This has been a great hockey game so far.
It definitely has been. And like I said, before that penalty happened, it really felt like RMU Peoria had finally kind of figured something out to try and get themselves some more offensive opportunities. It really evened out play a little bit more than it was earlier on. Not that it was heavily in favor to Marquette, but still, they were just giving themselves more chances to be in this game. I mean, they're only down by 1 goal as it is. It's not like it's been a huge difference anyways, but still, that puck possession time is such an important stat. And when you're able to control that puck a little bit more, it just makes such a big difference moving on, especially here in the third period where we're getting to. But the Zamponi's out on the ice. We're going to take a timeout. We'll be back with more here on ChicagolandSportsRadio.com.
I want to have a job in something I love doing. ICB has so many cool things they offer for me and their students. With the amount of stuff you can learn at ICB, there's no way you won't succeed. You can even host your own radio show. Go to beonair.com/Lombard to enroll now. That's beonair.com/Lombard.
Marquette and RMU Peoria. It is still a 1-0 lead for Marquette over RMU Peoria. Marquette with a power play for 12 more seconds here into this third period, and then we go back to 5-on-5 hockey. Marquette so far keeping control of the puck for the most part more than RMU Peoria by probably it's not as big as it was in the first period when you take into account the second period, but shots on goal in favor of RMU Peoria 20-16, but they don't have a goal yet on the board.
Yeah, but what we mentioned at the end of the second period, RMU's just got to keep doing what they've been doing. They've been getting the puck to the net. Not many good rebound opportunities. Thomas Place has been doing a great job getting all those pucks that come near him and pouncing on all those. Oh, there aren't many loose pucks, so we'll see what happens here in the third period. But Robert Morris doing a great job in the second period and just has to keep that slight edge in momentum, I would say.
So let me ask you this. Let's start with RMU Peoria since they're trailing. What do they need to do to get back, well, not get back into it, but to tie this game up?
Well, you know, they just got to keep getting that, obviously get the puck to the net, just keep going hard to the net. I don't know. I don't know. That's a tough one. That's a tough one.
That's why I asked it.
That's a tough one. I mean,
that's my job.
They haven't been getting any bounces. They just got to keep doing what they're doing. I know that hasn't gotten them any goals, but they definitely got to just keep playing hard. They've been doing some good forechecking and just keep going to the net. What do you think they need to do?
Yeah, I think that they've got to keep the puck on their stick, keep it away from Marquette. Obviously, you give Marquette the puck, they're gonna do what they want with it, and they're gonna make it very tough on you. And then what do you think Marquette should do here, really quick, before we get this drop? As the puck dropped over to the near side onto the stick of Stillman as he's along those left wing half boards. Backhanded back down into the left wing corner as this goes in behind the net to the right wing half boards now as it's up onto the stick of Shipbaugh as he's able to get it to the bottom of the right circle for a shot from Witchenberg that doesn't get through traffic. Comes over to the near side just out of the reach there of number 17 and Bussey as that goes down for an icing. So bring it right back into the RMU Peoria zone for the face-off. But now for Marquette, what do they have to do to keep the lead and extend it?
You know, that line they have of Switchenberg, Stillman, and Quinn has to keep applying the pressure. That line's gotten a lot of great shot opportunities. Heron for Robert Morris has done a great job stopping that, but that line just has to keep doing what they've been doing.
As this one bounces off of Neville as he'll throw it down in the right wing corner and go for a change will Brandon Neville as his team able to change finally off of that icing. As this comes to the far side, lifted up and looked like it almost hit off the rafter there. It's tough to tell. Either way, this one on the near side, rung in by RMU Peoria as they go and chase. We're back to 5-on-5 hockey, by the way, as this one's into the left wing half boards and into the left wing corner. Back onto the stick of Voncino as Voncino goes through the middle of the ice, bounces off his stick there, backhanded forward, and comes right over to Shipbaugh. Shipbaugh circles around in the right wing corner as he passes this one up to Kennedy, who touches it into the neutral zone, where it goes right to a player for RMU in Maxwell's. He sent it over along the far side, gets onto the stick of Bernecki. Bernecki looking to the left circle as he tried to give an opportunity to Ostrovics as this one gets to the left wing half boards. As that one ends up hitting the netting out of play. Think this one might be staying in the zone for the face-off.
Or I see him going, we're going to take a look at that. Ostrovics just trying to keep the puck in the zone, and it's tipped up by Marquette and out of the zone.
As the face-off on the stick of RMU Peoria as they dump it down in. as it was on the stick of number 20 and Jonathan Neville, as that goes to the near half boards. Kennedy passing it through the middle, tipped forward by Christopher Morrow, as that one will go down all the way to the end boards for an icing. So bring this right back into the zone of Marquette for another face-off here. No changes for them as well because of the icing.
And most of the action so far in the Marquette zone, but Robert Morris unable to get any shot. No shots yet in this third period.
As this one off the end boards, controlled by RMU Peoria, as it's on Moulton's stick as he tried to go back up to the near half boards to Milligan, as that'll go all the way back into his own end. That'll allow Marquette to get the couple of changes that they need. So Milligan now through center ice, gets around one, has it turn into a 2-on-2, maybe a 3-on-3. Pass into the trailer, and that one bounces right into the slot, and just missing wide was Moulton, as that comes back to the neutral zone, all the way down towards Maxwell's. Maxwell goes D to D with the pass over to Davalier. It's Davalier back over to the near side. Milligan brought it in offsides, as that'll be a face-off in the near dot with 17:30 left to go here in the third. Still 1-0 in favor of Marquette.
Yeah, Robert Morris doing a good job of moving the puck and keeping the puck in the Marquette zone here, but still just unable to. They just got one shot on goal in the period, and just unable to get many good opportunities here.
As Marquette will control off the face-off, look for the pass up ice, but a good stick there, dumps it down in by Bernecki, as this goes in behind the net to the near side and bounces to the top of the right circle. Good stick by Switchenberg as he's got a 2-on-1. Switchenberg passing it over to the man for a shot and a goal, as Quinn makes it 2-0 Marquette.
Wow, that was textbook hockey right there.
So we hit the 17-minute mark here as we get to watch this one again. Beautiful opportunity here for Marquette.
Yeah, nice pass there by Switchenberg, as you just saw, over to Quinn, who was skating up the right side, and a beautiful, beautiful pass. Textbook hockey there.
As the face-off to the near side, controlled by Marquette, as this bounces up into the middle, and it's over to the far half boards, as it was Elena, not able to keep control for Marquette. Skating along the right wing, first shot there is Durham, as it bounces off the pads of Place, and is sent back down in off the end boards, as it's Nat Juarez. He sends it back to the near side. By the way, they're playing is Poley, and he's got two staples in his elbow as he's out there playing, as that one held on to by Place, as he's that's a little bit tough to play with.
Yeah, we'll see that again. Robert Morris doing a good job keeping the puck in the Marquette zone, but just not getting much mustard on that shot opportunity.
As it's Bankovic along the right wing, dumping it in as he gets hit. As this comes to the near side on the stick of Poda Wills. Poda Wills tried to pull it off the boards, but it's stolen away from him, as this one will be chipped towards the left corner of the Marquette zone, and I think that they called that, waiting to see if they called that a icing or not, and I think that they did. I'm a little surprised. I thought that looked like it was
over the red line.
Well, no, not that it was over the red line. It looked like it was going to be that there was a possibility for Marquette to play it.
Yeah. And we're going to get a face-off here in the Robert Morris zone.
Yeah, as it's going to be a left wing circle face-off, won by RMU Peoria onto the stick of Milligan, as he backhands this one up ice over towards number 25 and Walensky, as Walensky battles there along the near boards, gets a little bit of help from Davalier, who will throw it down to the right wing corner, and that one, I think, was an icing again, as Kennedy was pointing over to the bench saying, hey, make sure that they don't get anybody to get off the ice, as this goes back into the left wing circle of RMU Peoria, as Marquette will get a change here.
Yeah, and back what we were talking about earlier in terms of what Robert Morris needs to do. Maybe, Milligan's proven he's a great offensive player, as we talked about, and just get him more involved.
As this one right in the slot, nobody able to hit it home for Marquette, as RMU Peoria starts back out. Losing an edge along the near side was Walensky, as this goes back into the RMU Peoria zone. from behind his own net. Milligan with the pass up through the middle as that one deflects up along the left wing as Davalier tries to put some pressure on as it comes over to Stillman, who dumps it in. Stillman behind the net as Heron will touch it up, sends a pass over to the near side through the middle of the ice as this gets over to the right wing. Skating in is Metzler, lost it off his stick at the top of the right circle. Gets to Belleville for a shot there as that one went in behind as Neville's pass into the middle just wide of the net. Place it looked like it was going to be beat if that puck was on net. As their player lost his stick as it gets onto Neville's stick. Good poke from the stick of Switchenberg as he's able to dump this one down, allow his team to go for a change. As that one held in, as we get a whistle, as actually that one was not held in, they were going to say it was an offsides play on Marquette, so it'll be a face-off in the near dot with 14:46 left to go here in the period. 2-0, still Marquette.
And we see that again. The puck came just outside the zone. Very close call there.
As this one along the near boards, Milligan throws in towards the middle. As that one backhanded back into the neutral zone by Marquette, comes now to Natwara. As Natwara will circle around, pass it over to Poli as Poli lost it right at the neutral zone boards. This one goes up into the netting off of Milligan's stick. I think Natwara kind of tipped it as Natwara and Milligan talking there, and not sure what exactly happened for Natwara, but they both were smiling and laughing.
Yeah, it looked like a friendly conversation there.
Right.
No, nobody's hands were up or making a motion to push each other around at all.
As this one comes back over to the near side and is thrown right towards Milligan as he sent it up through the middle, hits off the skate of one of his players and bounces right back to Milligan as he will collect from his own end. Looking up ice, passes it over to the near side, over to Durham. Durham up to Ostrovics as he tried to send that one into the zone, as he's able to get it in on sides as this gets up to Milligan. Top of the left circle, a shot, or to the left point, as that goes down in behind. As this comes to the right wing half boards to Jonathan Neville as he'll send it down low as they look for the player out in front, and Ostrovics, good save by Place, deflected it away as that one got back out into the neutral zone off the stick of Marquette. Pass to Poli on the near side as he gets lit up there by Jonathan Neville as that one will be thrown right back into the Marquette zone as their defense controls. Back over to the near side on Morrow's stick as this one gets into the middle. Milligan grabs it out of the air, sends it ahead as this gets over now to number 10 Davalier for a shot, and that one hits off of a leg of a player, and we got a penalty being called here as the hands up in the air for a slash. I believe that's going to go against Marquette.
Yeah, and we're going to see that slash again there against number 9.
Poli.
Poli, yeah. Matthew Poli, no doubt. A good call there by the ref.
Yeah, pretty easy call for him there as you see the stick went flying out of the hands, too, of the player for RMU. As this power play brought to you by the Illinois Center for Broadcasting, where broadcasting careers begin. Text Suburb to 33239 to learn more and how you can start your own careers. This one stumped down right towards the goaltender for RMU Peoria and Heron as he throws it in behind the net to Brandon Neville as he stops in behind as his team really needs this power play goal to try and get this back to a 1-goal game. As this one almost stolen out of the air, bounces onto the stick now of Kennedy as he circles around. His team looks to play a little bit of keep away here as they risk this one down towards the left wing corner. Philip Edwards grabs it out of the air, sends it behind to Milligan, who now sends the pass to the far side. Into the middle on the pass, it goes to Bilecki. Bilecki along the left wing, top of the left circle, shot there, rebound opportunity, and the save again by Place as that one somewhere in the blue paint. Actually, it's in the glove hand of Place, as I thought that's where it went, but I saw a player looking like he was trying to grab that puck. So great save by the goaltender in Place.
And we'll see that again. Check this out. Brava Morris coming up ice, and they're able to move the puck to the net. And a rebound opportunity there for Neville. But Place has just done a great job. Thomas Place today getting on top of everything coming in his direction.
As the left wing circle face off one of the left wing half boards, and now up to the point for a shot, looking for a redirect in front was Neville's. That one goes to the left wing corner, back into the left wing half boards. onto the stick of RMU as it's back up to Brandon Neville as he goes over to the top of the left circle to Bilecki, who tries to go back to Neville, who missed the puck. Bounces back into the neutral zone. They'll have to tag up now and try and go back in. Pass over to Milligan onto his backhand. He'll just push this one towards the blue line, which allows for Marquette to send it back down. 44 seconds left of power play time here, as maybe enough time to get the second unit out and see what they can do. As this pass comes into the middle, now over to the right wing to Davalier. Davalier around one, centering pass. Stick was tied up nicely. Metzler's stick was. As Milligan with a sharp angle shot, as now you're going to have another penalty called on Marquette, as this one onto the stick of Davalier. As he goes around the net looking for the late man, as that one hits off his skate, comes up to the point. Now for Schwieder for a shot, and he scores.
Wow.
A lot of traffic in front, and you still had that penalty that was on. As Schwieder makes it 2-1.
And just like that, Robert Morris is back in this game. You know, see this. Great pass over to Schwieder on the right point, and he blasts. He gets a good screen out in front by his teammate, and just unable to see it placed that time.
Yeah, I want to see if that was tipped in front or if it was Schwieder who just got the goal himself. A lot of traffic in front, like you said. Milligan's a big guy.
Yeah, Milligan.
And yeah, I don't think anybody tipped that.
Yeah, great screen by Milligan. Just
and
park yourself right in front of the net.
And Place just picked the wrong way to look. It looked like he was trying to go around to his right to see around the screen. He picked the wrong side, and that penalty still went up on the board. So now you've got another power play opportunity here for RMU. Chance to try and tie this game up. As it's hit to the right wing corner off the stick of Bernecki. As Bernecki battles there for the puck with Voncino, but the battle won by RMU. As this gets onto the stick of Milligan. Back down low into the left wing corner as they get set up. Pass up to Neville as he goes over to Milligan, back to Neville as they go to the left circle now with the pass to Bilecki as his shot goes wide, comes back over to Brandon Neville as he sends it back in behind the net. But getting there first was number 10 and Shipbaugh, and he's able to clear it down. So the first 40 seconds gone here. By the way, this power play brought to you by the Illinois Center for Broadcasting, where broadcasting careers begin. As this one comes over to the near side, bounces back down towards RMU Peoria's end. As touching it up and sending it in behind was Heron for Brandon Neville. As he starts up ice, looking towards the left wing. As this one dumped down and almost stolen away by Marquette. That one trickles right towards the blue line, but Brandon Neville will keep it in. Top of the left circle, he sends a shot there, and Place makes a save through the traffic.
And just 48 seconds left on the Robert Morris power play here. Doing a good job getting players to net. Check this out, Robert Morris able to work the puck and getting off a shot there from the slot. Doing a good job getting players to the net here, which could, you know, make a big difference in this game.
As there's a shot from the left point that goes off the end boards from number 4 in Edwards. As this comes back to the left wing half boards. Nice work there by Poli as he dives. Those staples in his right elbow aren't bothering him, and we get a whistle here, and we're going to get a penalty on a hook going against RMU Peoria. So we'll go to 4-on-4 hockey, and we'll have that face-off down into the RMU zone as well, as we got about 10 minutes and 6 seconds left here.
Yeah,
or 10-16, excuse me.
And just 34 seconds left of 4-on-4 hockey, and then Marquette will have a power play opportunity here for a minute 26, and the draw coming here in the Robert Morris zone.
So the left wing circle face-off off to the right of Heron is have a little bit of discussion here by the official as he's going to kick out Quinn, and it'll be Switchenberg now in as he'll lose it, as that one will go right to Milligan. Back into the right wing corner. RMU with it on their stick is looking to start up ice. Passing it to the left was Philip Edwards as that puck hit off of Brandon Neville and was taken back by Marquette as it's on Natwara's stick. Natwara skating off to the right wing, try to make a pass through the middle, ends up going right back to him, and now he gets it off onto the stick of one of his players in Quinn as that one goes into the left wing corner. 6 seconds left to 4-on-4 before it goes to the power play opportunity for Marquette as this one's lifted high into the air and down as the penalty had just ended, but it was called an icing. So that'll be down into the left wing circle, or the right wing circle, excuse me, of the RMU Peoria zone with 9:36 left to go.
Yeah, and that's just a matter there, Chris, of knowing how much time is left on the clock on the penalty there, and Marquette getting an opportunity. And we're back in the action here.
As this comes over to the near side, onto the stick of Quinn as he sends a shot that goes wide of the net, bounces over to Shipbaugh. Shipbaugh at the right wing half boards, sends it down to the right wing corner to Switchenberg. Back up to Shipbaugh at the point. Top of the right circle, now back over to the near side to Shipbaugh as he goes to the left wing half boards. Nat War with a shot as there was some traffic in front, but able to make the save through it was Heron. To the right wing corner, it's on the stick. And now up for a shot from Shipbaugh. Heron with the save, rebound opportunity went wide as this one comes back over to the near side. As the pass from Stillman and then the shot from Shipbaugh. As Shipbaugh now will start up ice. So he gets around one. Top of the right circle now trying to take it down below. Good poke check by Schweter as this one gets up ahead onto the stick. It's going to be a one-on-one opportunity here. Putting it onto his backhand for the shot there. Place made the save and covered it up on Nick Bussey's opportunity. Good job by Place there.
And great anticipation there by Bussey of Robert Morris on that pass to come away with that interception and head up ice, and made a nice move around the defender, but not able to get off a great shot, and Place was right on top of it.
As this one comes in behind the Marquette net, they still have 17 seconds left of a power play opportunity as this comes over to the near side. Voncino through the middle of the ice onto the right wing. As skating up is Switchenberg. Switchenberg to the right wing corner and in behind the net as he surveys. Back over to Voncino, left circle, feeding it out in the middle. That one in the blue paint, and it's covered up by the goaltender and Heron as there's almost a stuff attempt, but the stick was tied up and kind of just bounced to Heron. As you had in the middle there, you had a couple of players, one in Bankovic, and I think the other one was Kennedy, were the two in the middle.
And there it is. There it is, the shot opportunity by Marquette. Had some players out front. Bankovic unable to knock it home.
As the left wing circle faceoff, we're back to 5-on-5 hockey now as this one bounces off of the leg of the player in Bernecki, goes over to the far boards. As it's onto the stick now and turned over by Metzler onto the stick of Kennedy as his shot gets blocked. As Schweter will throw it off the near glass back into the neutral zone. Thrown right back in by number 18 in Fabris as this goes back in behind the net to the left wing corner. It's on the stick of Schweter, sends it to the near side, and now it gets up ahead to Neville. Neville on the right wing, skating with the player towards the middle, is trying to redirect it. In front was Metzler, but his stick was tied up in place, was able to drop on top of it and cover it.
And good heads up move there by Place, just getting on top of that puck. We're going to try to see this. Robert Morris heading up ice with it, just getting off a trickler of a shot by Neville, and Place doing a smart move and just
as that one bounces in for the goal.
Wow.
As that one was just thrown in front of the net, and it bounced off a player and went in. I think you have to give the goal there. I think it might end up going to Walensky. It was tough to tell who it tipped off of to go in, but it ended up in the back of the net off of Place.
It looked like Dabalier may get credit for that goal.
Either way, we're tied at 2 here with 7:34 left to go in the third period. It's anybody's game now as this pass comes over to the far side. As that one trying to send it in was RMU Peoria, but Marquette controls. Back over to the far boards to Shipbaugh. Goes through the middle to Switchenberg. Switchenberg onto his backhand, shoots and gets it right back for Marquette and makes it 3-2 Marquette. What a shot and a goal from Switchenberg.
Wow, what a move. What a great move.
What a move, what a pass.
Switchenberg. And there's a shot from Switchenberg there and right up over the left shoulder of Heron. A great move by Switchenberg and held off that defender and was able to get off the backhand shot. And we'll see that just one more time and see that shot go right up over the shoulder.
Yeah, over the glove hand of Heron. So 3-2 lead here as the momentum, it seemed like it was on the side of RMU Peoria, and they get it right back. And now we have one of the coaches talking with, on RMU Peoria's side with the official. As we had a second here now, going to have kicked out is Neville, which will bring in Bernecki, excuse me, into the face-off dot, as this one will be won by Marquette. Backhanded to the right wing corner, as going to chase after it is Schweter. Schweter behind the net, pass over to the near side of Bernecki. Bernecki through the middle, gets it up ahead to number 9 in Ostrovics. As he crosses the blue line, passed in the middle for a shot there that goes wide from number 6 in Bernecki. As they're a pass into the slot, trying to get it over to Milligan, who had cut in to the right wing corner. Bounces off of a player and goes right to the stick of number 17 in Bertain, as that one comes back into the neutral zone. Back into the left wing corner onto the stick of Bernecki, as he ends up losing the puck there, wanting a call with the RMU Peoria fans, as this one is lifted out into the neutral zone by Marquette. As this goes to the left wing corner, as it bounces in behind the net to the right wing corner. Puck bouncing towards the right wing corner boards, as a couple players there battle for it. It comes onto the backhand of number 22 and Brandon Neville, as there's a shot that goes wide from Marquette, as they've seen to regain some momentum here as they possess the puck in the RMU zone, as they go for a couple of changes. Back over on the near side, as Neville sent it through the middle, bounces off of a couple of players, as this comes back to the near side and is dumped down in by Marquette. Hits off the stick of Edwards as he sends it to the right wing corner. Comes back to Edwards behind his own net. Sent off the far boards, hits off a stick and goes down to the left wing corner. Not going to go for the icing, as it'll be picked up by Fabris as it comes to the near side to Poli, as he gets a pass away and then gets checked, as this comes to the man who scored to give the go-ahead goal to Marquette, and Switchenberg goes to the right wing corner and is taken back by RMU. Goes through a couple of legs, comes to the near side off of Moulton, as Moulton wasn't able to hold on to it, but Walensky sent it in. Bounced off a player, comes right back to Walensky. Walensky backhanding it towards the net as it goes into the right wing corner, as Marquette able to send this one back down. Not going to go far enough for the icing, as Milligan will pick it back up and send it to the right wing corner onto the stick of Neville, Jonathan Neville that is, as this comes back to the near side. Cross ice pass into the middle and dumped down in by Maxwell, as that goes in behind. RMU Peoria making a change for their forwards, as looking to try and sneak behind there was Switchenberg, but Milligan cut in front and tried to take the puck away, bounced off of him, went into his own end. As they start back up ice, it's onto the stick of Bussey. Bussey around one, sends it to the right wing half boards, down in behind the net. It goes to the left wing corner, as that puck held in at the left point by number 27 Maxwell. To the left wing half boards, grabbed out of the air by Milligan, as he has to wait for his team to get back on sides. They do, as he loads up from the point and shoots, and that one hits off a stick and goes out of play.
And just a little over 4 minutes, 4:17 left here in the final period. A 3-2 score, Marquette ahead, and I think you're going to see Milligan abandoning his defensive position here in the last 4 minutes and trying to generate some offense for this Robert Morris team.
Yeah, the defensemen have been quite active for RMU Peoria here as of late, and they have to be too. As this one down into the right wing corner, as it's on the stick of Brandon Neville, lost it, and then we have a whistle. And I think we're going to have one on each side going. Is it offsetting or is it coincidental? We'll find out in a second, as we're either going to stay 5-on-5 or we're going to go 4-on-4. And now I think we're actually going to have Cole Metzler. I think he's being sent off ice. You might have a penalty, a power play opportunity now for Marquette.
Yeah, and you see it in the corner there, battling for the puck. Marquette thought it was an offsetting penalty. It looks like Metzler's maybe he may be done for the game. And a very passionate Robert Morris fan here expressing his displeasure.
Yeah, a very unhappy fan, as this is going to be in the left wing circle. He's got to be careful he doesn't cause any more harm for his team, though, as the official's not even paying attention anyways as it is, which is good for RMU side, but we'll see what ends up happening. This might still say 4-on-4, and you just have the player kicked out for the game, is what I think it is, as Marquette had a couple too many guys out there. So we do have 4-on-4 hockey as this gets up to Milligan at the top of the right circle. As this one bounces towards the slot, and diving to drop on top of it was Place, as he doesn't want to let what was happening there continue.
A good, great move there by Place just to get on top of that puck. Anything coming around the net, he's been very aggressive the entire game, getting on those pucks right away.
So the left wing circle face-off here. One for a quick shot opportunity by Brandon Nevels that goes into the right wing corner. Good save by Place. It hit off him and went behind. As this one lifted out into the neutral zone by Marquette. It passed over to the near side by Schweeder towards Milligan. Milligan back over to Schweeder as they pass it into the middle. Brandon Neville almost turned it over right in the middle and was able to get it over to Milligan. As Milligan gets the pass up ice over to number 6 and Bernecki. As Bernecki gets taken out at the top of the right circle. As that goes through there in the middle over to Poli as he got behind the defense, shoots and scores, makes it 4-2 Marquette. As Milligan down on the ice, not happy with himself.
Wow, what a great pass up ice there to Poli. And we're gonna check, what a beautiful pass there. Two-line pass up to Poli, streaking in for that shot, and goes top right corner, left or right side of the goalie, and a great play by Poli, and a great two-line pass right up the center of the ice to see his teammate wide open.
And Milligan unhappy with himself because that was his man that he had let leak out behind him. You saw him trailing in that play. He had seen the man starting to come, but was just a little bit late to go. As there's a player in Brandon Neville who's very unhappy, just slammed his stick into the glass. As we have one of the fans very unhappy and being calmed by some of the RMU Peoria people. As we're going to have the face-off here at center ice in just a little bit, but there's discussion going on, I think, with the captains that are out there. As being sent off now, it's after the talk was one of the players for RMU Peoria and Philip Edwards. As just onto the stick of Milligan as he sends a shot up that tips out of play, so it'll be a right wing circle face-off as we have 3:26 left to go here in the third period. It's a 2-goal lead for Marquette. Still time to come back into this one if you're RMU Peoria. And you're at 4-on-4 right now, but eventually you're going to have to think about maybe pulling your goalie.
Oh, yeah, definitely. And they're going to have to do that with a couple minutes left in the game.
As Milligan seals off the player, gets the puck onto his stick, backhands it up ahead over to number 17 in Bussey. So that goes over to the right wing now. Skating in is Nat Wara. Nat Wara to the right wing corner as it hits off the end boards. Comes back to Milligan as he goes over to the near side to Davalier. Davalier up ahead to Bussey, who tried to bring it into the zone, but Marquette cut him off. As that one comes over to the far side. A hit there on a player by Walensky as this comes back over to Milligan. Milligan skates into the zone as he throws this one, chipped it out in front in Place, making sure to not have any rebound as there's a player. Now we've got some extras going on in front of the net as there was an exception there by one of the Marquette players, and there's a player down onto the ice for RMU Peoria. As
you hate to see this, Chris.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it's been a phenomenal hockey game, and you hate to see it end this way with somebody getting hurt, and emotions are definitely high on both sides right now, and you see Milligan and Shipbaugh getting into it a little bit, and it's just unfortunate that it has to end, and that the Robert Morris player looks like he may need some medical attention here.
We're going to take a timeout here while they look at the player down on the ice here on ChicagolandSportsRadio.com. As we are back here on ChicagolandSportsRadio.com, Chris Bosco, Bob Lindsay with you as being taken off the ice is Bernecki. As good to see him getting up on his own power. As we're going to go right back to this hit and take a look at it again. As you'll see here, Shipbaugh going up high with that hit. It was definitely a cross-check, if anything. And Bielecki went hard to the ice as he wasn't expecting it.
Yeah, and Chris, I don't necessarily think there was any intention there by Shipbaugh. He's just trying to get the player, Bernecki, away from the puck. But I mean,
there's definitely intent because
penalty.
he's going high. I mean, you can see the contact here. You're going to see the contact right to the to the up top.
On for second view, I agree.
So he definitely was going with a cross check, and he was going high with it. So there was definitely intent there on Shipbaugh's part that wasn't good. I mean, and it wasn't like Bilecki did anything egregious either to place. He was just going in trying to hit that puck, and he avoided the goalie too, and that's where the exception was took, and that's why you have coming in at the end Dabalier as he's defending his player there who was down on the ice. I mean, it's good to see that at least Bilecki was able to get up himself and skate off. He was definitely hobbled there, and I mean, when you see something like that, obviously you know what it probably is in a concussion. You just hope that it's not too severe of one.
Yeah, and as you said, you definitely the intent. You could see it if his stick was a little lower. Footage are so lower, but you can see him going up towards the head there, and you know, if he had that stick around the waist, it would have appeared he was just trying to get the player away from the net.
Yeah, and you see the helmet, you see the movement there as he's coming across, and what really made it more of a bad hit was that he ends up driving on top of him into the ice. I mean, it's not just the start of the hit, but it's the ending of the hit as you see that Shipbaugh falls on top of him the way that he does, and that just makes it even worse. Now, yeah, maybe he was going for a hit, and maybe his intent wasn't for it to be that bad. He was still doing something that was illegal. There's no doubt about that. It was still going to be a penalty regardless. It just ended up being even more severe than it needed to be or that he wanted it to be. And luckily for him, he's still sitting in the box because it could have been much worse than what it is. I think they're only giving him a 2-minute penalty. That could easily be much more severe than that.
Yeah, and it'll be interesting. I see Robert Morris still pulling their goalie and having a 6'4" skater advantage when they have this power play opportunity.
Well, the face-off is going into the zone.
Not right now.
Of RMU. Right. Yeah, they're going to have to because they're still trailing.
I know, but even once they get the power play opportunity, or they have it now, but.
As this one is hit down as you have it, I actually think that they are down one man.
They're down one.
For another 20 seconds, it turns into a 5-on-4 eventually. But right now it's a 4-on-3. As they're getting tripped up was the goaltender and Heron. As this comes over to the near side. As you're having some people take exception to that on the RMU Peoria side as well. So it'll be a face-off here on the offsides and the near dot. As we got 2:20 left here in this third and final period. You have 5 seconds left on the 4-on-3, and then it turns into the 5-on-4. As this one will go down in behind the net to the right wing corner. As it's controlled finally by RMU Peoria as it's on the stick of Bussey as he goes towards the man who had just come onto the ice, back into the neutral zone, as Heron will slow this one in behind his net. As it gets onto the stick of Schwieters, he goes to the far boards, gets around one, does Kennedy as it's on his stick. As he circles around here, back up to the right wing half boards as Pulley almost loses the puck there, but is able to get it off to Kennedy. Kennedy up to the point now to Voncino. Voncino with the shot and the save made by the goaltender and Heron as he covers it up for a left wing circle face-off. Minute 45 left to go here in this third period. Still 4-2 Marquette.
Yeah, 57 seconds left on Marquette's power play opportunity. And they get a draw on the left wing circle here.
As the face-off won, a quick shot there. Another shot in Heron with 2 saves as this one is covered up as we are at the minute 42 mark. So 102 seconds left here in this one as it'll be a right wing circle face-off. One into the right wing corner. Pass over to the near side as their hit put on a player by Bussey as he sent it forward onto the stick of Ostrovics. As Ostrovics trying to go around 2 players, as going to the bench is Heron as we have 5-on-5 hockey here. 39 seconds, it'll turn into 6-on-5. There's a hand up into the air, as actually we're going to have a penalty against Marquette is the call, as it's going to be an interference. So you'll have 4-on-4 for 34 seconds. Then you'll have a power play opportunity for RMU Peoria. And if they decide to pull their goalie, they'd be up right now. Wouldn't be surprised if they decided to do that. If we might get a timeout here now too.
Yeah,
as
going to be dropped here in the Marquette zone.
Looks like they're just going to go with the go here, as this one will go down all the way towards Heron, as that probably should have been an icing, I believe, as we are even on either side. As this one comes to the near side, still have 18 seconds left of 4-on-4 hockey, as this goes in behind the net onto the stick of Ostrovics as he drops it off there, as it gets over to Schweder. Back over to the left wing to Ostrovics as he puts a check on a player who's trying to hit him. Schweder around 1 into the left circle as he shoots. The save made by Place as it goes to the left wing corner. As you have 2 players out and almost touching, well, I think you're going to have too many men is going to be the call. We'll see what they end up deciding to do here, if you do get a penalty or not, as the officials are going to convene right at the, they're convening over near the scorer's table, talking things over here.
Yeah, I want to say maybe the goalie wasn't off the ice yet, maybe, and they had 6 skaters out there. So that's all I can think that they're saying. So yeah, like you mentioned, too many men on the ice at the time. With 42 seconds left in the game, and the referee still conferring with the Marquette player Monsino, and we'll see any moment now here what they decide. 4-2 score here, Marquette ahead.
Well, Philip Edwards was the man who was coming out on the ice. He's a little bit fast onto the ice, as the goaltender in Heron wasn't on the bench yet, and he had a chance to play the puck, stopped it because he knew Heron was still on the ice. And looking now, it looks like they're actually escorting off for the. They're just sending him. I think they're sending him off just because there's not enough time for him to serve his entire penalty for Shipbaugh. I believe that's why he's been sent to the locker room, because why have him in there anyways when this game is, I mean, unfortunately for RMU Peoria, it's most likely decided already. But I think that's why they're sending him in, because if it does go, even if it does go to overtime, there's going to be resurfacing, so have him in there anyways instead of having him maybe, having a cause for anything else to happen with him on the ice.
Right. Yeah, it's just very little time left. I'm still uncertain what they.
Well, you have
too many. I'm still uncertain.
Well, the faceoff's coming at center ice. You have 5 out there for Robert Morris. So now they control 5-on-5. Heron looking towards the bench as this one will come over to the near side towards Kennedy. 33 seconds left to go here in this one, as they're going to pull their goaltender, and Heron is now they'll go 6-on-4 as Milligan tries to feed that one into Bussey, goes in behind the net as he feeds it back towards the slot. This one hit out by Marquette and down. 17 seconds left to go here. This one comes back over to the far side, onto the stick now of number 7 in Durham, as he sent it back over to Schweder. His pass misses as that one will go all the way down. No icing called as we hit the 2-second one, and that'll do it. Marquette wins here 4-2 over Robert Morris Peoria to win the silver championship.
Yeah, great effort by Marquette in the final minutes of that game. Robert Morris was able to close the gap on him, but a great pass, that 2-line pass, which just took the steam or took the air out of Robert Morris in the final minutes, which put Marquette up 4-2 with not enough time for Robert Morris to come back. And then the game got really physical as Shipbaugh was sent out of the game with a vicious hit to the head of Bernecki, and we hope that he's all right. And players shaking hands now.
Which is always good to see that this is the way that it ends. Both teams
well, it's not
being
over,
cordial.
It's not over yet.
Well, yeah.
No, I know.
But,
I know what you're saying. It looks civil.
Right, very well. And actually, one of the players being taken out of the line in number 10 in Davalier, as he goes off ice now, taken off by one of the officials. So, but nothing happened, which is the good thing. I mean, other than during the game, of course, you had the fireworks, but both teams being civil here at the end. There's a lot of good players on both teams, and yeah, you have to be happy to see the way that things are ending. You know, guys being able to talk to each other, and at War Milligan, shaking hands there, giving each other hugs. No hard feelings. I mean, obviously, you know, things happen in the heat of the moment during a game, and it just happens sometimes.
Yeah, I mean, you can't prevent it. I mean, both teams have a lot at stake, and they came here, you know, to get the W.
Right.
And unfortunately for Robert Morris, a great effort in that period on their part, but just unable to keep Marquette. Marquette's just had a great offense all game, and that two-line pass, which I had talked about, was just beautiful hockey, and that great third goal by Marquette and Switchenberg was just a beautiful shot, and that kind of, then the fourth goal really took the steam out of them.
Yeah, so they're going to be presenting the trophies here for the championship. There also is going to be a presentation for the player of the tournament.
Congratulations to this year's champions, Marquette. Good job, fellas. I'll invite your captain up here to collect the first place cup.
Boncino going and getting that and taking it over to his team.
Now for the MVP of the playoffs from Marquette, number 23, Tyler Switchenberg.
And there you hear it's Switchenberg, who's been the leading point scorer for Marquette all year, getting the MVP trophy as well. And congrats to him and the rest of his team, as this isn't the end for them. They win the MACA Silver Division Championship, and now they go on to regionals, and they also have an automatic bid to nationals, being one of the top two teams in their region. So they hope to continue this moving forward and really see how far they can go. Definitely have a good team that has a chance to really go far in the regionals and the nationals.
Yeah, this is a great hockey team, no doubt, and we wish them the best as they go forward in the playoffs here. Just a hard-nosed team, tough team, as we saw, and a very they can move the puck well, and they did it, and they play well under pressure and got the scores when they needed to, and a great effort by the entire team.
A team that can play not just a physical sort of game, Bob, but they can also play a very good skill game. They're more of a skill team, I would say, but they're not afraid to get physical with a team. I mean, when you look at a team like RMU Peoria, they're a pretty physical team. Two different styles more so, I'd say, and a lot of speed for Marquette as well. As you saw, their players getting behind the defense a couple of times, which led to a couple of their goals. They're really a very good all-around team, and we're excited to see what else happens for them the rest of the year. Still a lot of time for them moving forward as things go.
Yeah, and definitely, I'm sure they'll be able to keep it moving. And as you just said, a great skilled team who moves the puck extremely well. And Switchenberg, he's not a big guy. I mean, he's I'm just looking at him now. He might be, what does his height say there? 5. Wait, I'm looking at it right here, and he's just 5'9", so he's not a big guy, but he can move very well, and he once the puck gets on his stick, he's very good at fending off the defenders. And that first line of Marquette, that's one of the better lines I've seen, I believe, in hockey since I've been doing it for 2 months with you this season. And
right.
That's just a tough line to stop, and you can't shut them down. You just got to find a way to contain Switchenberg and Johnny Stillman and Corey Quinn, and that's one of I would think that's one of the better lines in this division.
Well, when you look at it, you take their combined points, and it's almost 150 points total for them. Probably past that now with the divisional playoffs here. But that is, like you said, a very good line. And when you hear that many points are being scored by them, and guess what? They have guys other than them who can score. Brian Kennedy being one of them who had some really big goals for them this tournament. Not to mention Mark Shipbaugh from the defensive side. He's really good, especially on their power play and some of the other things that he can do. Poli, another one. Bankovic. There's a lot of guys other than just their top three guys who can score. They have a lot of secondary scoring as well. So even if you shut those guys down, you still have other players to worry about. But that's going to do it here for us. Marquette, the Silver Division champions over RMU Peoria, 4-2. We'll see you next time here on ChicagolandSportsRadio.com.